What's up, guys? We're back with another educational video, and this week we're talking about placebo. But first, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment for the algorithm. So this week we have a really cool study looking at the power of placebo. Placebo is the power of suggestion. It is the power of suggestion to influence what happens to you and what your results are. Now, when people hear placebo, what they tend to think is, oh, I felt something. I took this supplement and oh, I felt like it worked. So people think, oh, placebo is like just a mind thing. No. No. In research studies, placebo has been shown in many cases to have similar or the same effects as pharmaceutical drugs. And they have done studies where they've looked at actual hard outcomes and seen differences in those. Not just, subjective feelings, like actual objective outcomes. And this study we're going to talk about this week did exactly that. So in this study, they had 18 strength-trained men do what's called a crossover design, meaning all 18 people got both treatments. They had a washout period in between so that one treatment didn't affect the other. And what's cool about this design is each person serves as their own control. The statistics are much tighter because when you're your own control, now you've controlled for lifestyle and genetics and all kinds of stuff. So in this study, they had them come in and do 70% of their 1 rep max bench press for 5 sets to get as many total reps as they could. The 2 treatments were both artificially sweetened beverages. One was transparent, one was pink. That is the only difference between the 2 groups. So when they compared the average number of repetitions that people got when they consumed the clear beverage to the number of repetitions the same people got when they did the pink beverage, those consuming the pink beverage got 4 more reps on average. In total, they got 60 total reps versus the clear beverage getting 56 reps. These were statistically significant differences. How? Because people associate the colored beverage with an expectation that perhaps there's sugar in it, perhaps there's carbohydrate, perhaps there's other ingredients that are going to improve their performance. This is not, hey, I drank the pink beverage and I felt stronger, or I felt better, I felt like I had more energy. No. They did more reps. So when people say stuff to me like, well, I took this thing and look what happened. Yes, because you believed it. Or, man, I did this diet and all of the symptoms of these things went, yeah, because you believed it. Because your brain is powerful. For example, we know based on double-blinded, randomized control trials that caffeine is a performance enhancer. And there was a study done, I believe in cyclists, where they either had them do a cycling session, and beforehand they had 4 different groups. Didn't get caffeine, told they didn't get it. Got caffeine, told they didn't get it. Didn't get caffeine, told they got it, and told they got it. Did you know that it didn't matter whether or not they gave them caffeine? What mattered was what they told them. Now, people will hear that and they will say things like, oh, well, then that means caffeine doesn't do anything. No. What it means is that your beliefs about what caffeine does are actually more powerful than what it does, which has been shown in research studies. There was a similar study with creatine. And then even I believe there was a study a while back where they looked at either telling people that they were getting anabolic steroids or telling them they weren't getting anabolic steroids. Neither group got anabolic steroids, and the group told they got anabolic steroids experienced significantly greater strength gains and gains in lean mass. Why is this important? It is important to understand when you're receiving anecdote from somebody. When somebody says, I did this and this thing happened, if they are all in on something, and we see this with diet honeymoons. I'm so excited about keto, and then they do keto and it works. Or they're so excited about carnivore and they do carnivore and oh my God, everything feels better. I'm not saying those diets can have no positive effects. But what I'm saying is when you feel that much better, what's most likely is you had that in your mind, you believed it, and so because of the placebo effect, you actually really did start feeling better. This is why it's important to take anecdote with a grain of salt. I wish I still had the ability to be placeboed. Unfortunately, now I critically analyze everything, and it's pretty much impossible to placebo me. Once you drink from the fountain of knowledge, you will thirst for the ignorance you once had. So you can thank me for ruining placebo for all of you, but it will save you money, and it will save you looking like an idiot who claims that this diet cured every single ailment that they've ever had. Now, if you don't want to get placeboed and you want actual evidence-based supplements with clinical trials to back them up, make sure you check out my supplement company, Outwork Nutrition. There is not a single ingredient that goes into those products that has not been shown in clinical trials to produce results. So, click the link in the description, go check out my line, and I'll catch you next week.